Hi there guys, it's the Spooky Camel today and welcome to a quick overview of the Spooky update and the Spooky DLC I should say, because it's not a free update. But before going into it, I just want to quickly jump on a little train I had catched up on Reddit, where everybody was complaining about the DLC and why is it that expensive. And just a quick note, if you see what's all in this DLC, you're gonna ask yourself if it's expensive or not, because honestly there's so much in it for so less money. I mean, you guys are out there and you guys are purchasing games like Battlefield for like 70 bucks, and then you buy one map for like 20 bucks and one weapon for like 5, and you know, those are the same people moaning about having a DLC packed with so many amazing stuff and so many amazing things with just, you know, a little bit more than 10 bucks, and it's ridiculous. So please, if you like this and you want to support them, just go ahead and buy this stuff, because it's great, it's for a good value, and you know, honestly, they all keep working so hard, and anybody, you know, people have to be paid at the end of the day. And how do you pay people? Well, with money. And how do you get money? Well, not with free updates, right? And we are almost 1 year after the first release of the game, and still there are a lot of free updates, right? But you can't expect to have free updates all the way down. So that's basically a beginning. But now I talked already way too long. Let's jump into, and as I put in the title and not the description, this is not about showing you everything. This is a short catch up about what the DLC delivers and how you can use it, because I think there's a lot of stuff you can use for different stuff in the game. And I thought, you know, there are so many people out there making a video about every single piece, and you know, I'm known for doing almost always the stuff with, you know, which is not intended to be done with the stuff we got. But yeah, let's first of all click the filter on into Spooky. So here you go. This is, maybe let's put it a little bit bigger because I don't want to place down everything. Here you go, already with all the scenery items, and you see there are a lot of them. The first two I wanted to point out, which are truly amazing, are those new bins, the Spooky bin and also the Spooky park bench. And now I'm gonna turn it to daytime again, because I want to show you something with those. By the way, you're also hearing some of the new spooky music in the background. We also have some new paths, as you can see over here. There's the new spooky path, which is really useful, I guess, in general. So let's put it down quickly, because I just want to show you also some stuff with that. What I also like about this, if you zoom in, you can see there's a little bit of dirt in between, which, you know, it gives a little bit more of detail. But I wanted to show you the following. Those two items are called spooky, right? But in general, I think they are just really awesome looking for like really general, you know, a little bit of a park area or like a classic main street area. Those are fitting really well as well. Like, you know, they're really generic in a way. I mean, they're fitting a spooky theme, yes, but they're really classical. So that there's no, you know, there's no skull in it. It's not broken. It's not, you know, it's basically a very genuine piece, and you can really use it all over the park. So that's something I really wanted to point out, because it's not just useful in a spooky area, it's overall really useful. So then going back into what we have as well, like we have the moving curtains and stuff, which is amazing, because like you can also use it for something else. For example, you could go in and use this on a ship, for example, you know, maybe move it together like that. I don't know if that's working, I haven't tried it yet, but it would also make a beautiful sail. I don't know if it's working together, but I think you can do it on triggers, so you could trigger it always the same, and you have a really nice looking sail which is actually moving. I think that's pretty nice. Having some wind effects or so in, that would be a nice addition, I guess, to make it a little bit more realistic, if that makes sense. But maybe we want to go first of all into the animatronics in general, because you have also this moving wheelchair, which I like a lot, and I also had a nice idea already. If you use this one and turn it around 180 degrees like that, you get a nice moving bottom part. You should then move it a little bit more like that. I think that's it. And you could make a nice little bridge out of it. I think you can just, you know, copy it over and copy it over again and copy it over again. That could be a, you know, making it a little bit more closed. That could be a little bit of a wobbling bridge or something like that. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's a really cool addition. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I just want to give you some ideas how to think out of the box, because I mean, the main intention of those pieces in general, I think it's pretty obvious. I don't have to explain. I also love how they give us the spider animatronic in different pieces, so you can also use just this one piece as something else. You know, you can also use this animatronic in a different way than the other, and you know, that's really nice. I also love this one. I think this is really nice. They're filling a, you know, a nice space in general, so it's not just like one little animatronic. I think it's a pretty nice idea to have it moving all the way around. We also have this one over here, which I also like a lot, because you can use this one actually as a yeah, kind of, I don't know, but it's going into this left hand side. If you have placed a wall over here, you can use this as a window, for example, as well, going open and closed. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, in general, you can see you can use all those pieces in very different ways. I also love this one, the flying book, which is, I think it's just amazing. Also, I love those ones who are just moving in and out. This is also, by the way, a nice idea for a bridge. If you make it this way around, you can color it in all the same color. Let's maybe use this grayish tone, for example. So there you go. You have a nice small pattern, and if you then put them down to the bottom part, you have a nice moving floor, right? So you can also put it in a little bit more into the bottom so that they are not sticking out too much, but I think you can do crazy things with all of it. I like those Dementors, which are, oh, they're called, sorry. Oh, they're called Spooky Animatronic Shadow Person. It's a Dementor, I guess. Is it called Dementor? I don't have even an idea. But I think I love those as well. Like, you know, always keeping the realism aspect to have a animatronic actual working below, so you do have to stick it into the ground. I think that's really what I love the most about it. But yeah, so that's pretty nice. So moving on, we have a lot of new stuff as well. Oh, it's pretty slow over here. Anyways, you do have also this new lamppost, which is amazing, I guess. And we do have those spooky, how are they called? Gargoyle. Oh yeah, that makes sense. They're called statues and centerpieces. Okay, but I also like a lot how they look and how detailed they are. Just, you know, they're adding a little bit of extra to every spooky area. I don't know if I can use them too much for anything else, but they're a little bit of a nice spooky addition in general. So we have no adverts, we have a lot of misc stuff as well, and I think that's where the most fun comes in. We have this furniture stuff over here. Unfortunately, it's again a little bit oversized, I guess. I'm not too sure. Well, no, it's working. So what you can do, of course, I mean, we all do know that we can play around a lot with the pieces. But you can also use, for example, the okay, I just have to quickly turn out the filter so I can use the normal bench. So for example, if you put down this bench and move this body in here like that, people would actually sit in this chair, and I don't know if it's working or not, but if you then put the barrel planter in between here, it might happen that the persons can't sit down there, and you do have people sitting into a sofa or a little, you know, chair like that. I think that's a cool addition. But yeah, so basically back to the spooky pack. Okay, there we go. I think, as I said, there is just so much more in it to use, and when we go into the misc again, you can see you've got some chairs, you've got so many other items that are really useful for different occasions. And I also like how these, you know, what's it called exactly? It's a burial mound. I'm not too sure if you can. No, you can't recolor it. But what I like a lot about this one, you can actually use this for planters, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's dried out. That's not too bad. But you can actually use it for planters pretty nicely. I mean, if we just put around a little bit of a... let's test it for a second. What do we have as well here? Haunted house, wooden beam. Oh, no, the new wooden beams. I totally forgot. Wooden beams are always important. Let's try and use the shortest one. And there we go. Just copy this over for a second. And there we go. Let me just quickly grab those pieces as well. Wait, didn't I? Oh, okay. We are not in a building, of course. Like, that's why I can't duplicate them. Never mind. So if we put those down real quick, then you can also see what I was pointing at. But I think we don't have any new foliage, unfortunately. Nope, there isn't any. So let's decheck it for a second. But you can really see, like, if I put down some plants now in, it's looking really nicely. Let me just quickly... Okay, that's too big. Maybe we use this one then. Like you see, there you go, you have a pretty nice planter, and it's looking a little bit more nice because you have actually soil down below, which is pretty nice, I guess. But yeah, that should be it with the scenery items. I hope you saw everything, but otherwise just get your hands into a video where persons have placed down all the stuff down. I'm not gonna do this because it's basically, you know, you can see in different videos. It's not my part to show you all the stuff. I'm even not the first one to upload the video, so I think if you are looking for videos which are showing every single item, you already have seen one. So I'm gonna show you stuff, what you can do with it, and some early ideas I had in mind when I first opened it. Actually, this is the first time I opened it, so let's now continue with the building pieces. And you can see already there are also plenty of them. How many are we having? I don't know how many those are, but now there comes a little bit of magic in, because we have some, or maybe we just quickly put in a little bit of a building to show you. So we have those new haunted wall pieces. We have nice new roofs also. Maybe let's move it over here for a second. As I said, I'm not gonna put down each of them, but just a few to show you a little bit what I had in mind. A little bit. Sorry, just a little bit. Trying to make this real quick. So yeah, there we go. You have some stairs, you have some stuff like that, but we have a lot of pieces that are not down to the grid, which is pretty amazing. So for example, we have the new gate animatronic, which I'm not too sure why it is in building. Did they change this? I'm a little bit confused right now, but they just didn't deliver it as an animatronic, right? They also delivered as aesthetic pieces, which is amazing, I guess, because you can do so much new stuff with it. Yeah, it's supposed to be a gate like that, but, you know, it wouldn't be me if I wouldn't have thought of something new you can do. You can... Oh, wait, I should put on angle snap. So what you can do as well is put it that way and use it as a small fence like that. And this would be also, again, would be pretty nice, again, for some gardening areas like that, you know? I think the overall, in general, is a little bit spooky because of this kind of skull thingy in the middle, so I wouldn't use and wouldn't recommend to use that in general, but you can also use it like that, so you have also a nice little ending piece to it. Let me just quickly put it in. So there you go, you know, that's also pretty nice. I guess you can do beautiful fences with this as well. Of course, we got another new pillar we can use all over the place. Also a nice little piece you can stick into the floor, and having again some new textures all the way around. We also have this roof piece, which I like a lot because it's all really Main Street-ish in a way. You can also use it beautifully for main streets. So this is giving us a huge new way of using roof pieces, because you can also use it like that and stick it in maybe a little bit like this. And you've got like this little step in the roof, which is also pretty nice. You just have to cover up the edges. But again, they just thought of giving us all these pieces, again, as scenery pieces that are not bound to the grid. Which is amazing, I guess. You know, and then you can do freaky things like that, which you couldn't do with the grid, so that's amazing. But then again, we do have anything, something else, which is, hopefully I grabbed the right one. Yes, I guess I did. because you can now put images behind, which is really amazing. And again, you can also put a movie behind. And if I now, I mean, that's ridiculous. Why would you do this? But you could also put down like this one. It's like putting down a curtain. This is originally it would be my flag, but I think it's a nice addition. And if we would just, you know, rotate the video, it would be looking like if you put down the curtain. So put up the curtain. That would be also a nice addition, I guess. Of course, I could also put my motion simulator in. Wait, I should just. Yeah, let me just quickly. What the hell is going on? I just wanted to. There we go. Okay, cool. So you see, it's also working pretty nicely. And you can see the video behind the window, which is pretty cool for dark rides and stuff like that. So I think that's a really nice addition. Anything else you can see in here is also new. We have some crypt pillar, we have some Gothic castle gates and windows, which is also really nice. We have some nice stone corner pieces. Actually, we have a lot of deep windows, which are amazing for dormers, I guess, because originally we have some trouble doing dormers because we always have to stick so many pieces behind each other. But now we have actual dormers, which is really amazing, I guess. And also those, so you can see that you can also put a video in here, and it adds a lot of depth to the game, which is nice. But those two pieces down here, I think they might be my most favorite pieces, and we will use them in today's stream as well a lot, which you wouldn't be seeing because this is a YouTube video, but I will use them in today's Clean Canyon stream a lot, because I think those spooky, you know, finally we got a pretty simple ball or cube, no, sphere, which is a lamp. And I don't even use this one because why should I? I just want to use this one because even though it's not recallable, it's just a spooky wall light. But you don't need to use this lower golden part over here. It's fully enough to use this ball. So we now can create some really beautiful looking street lamps and street lanterns and modern looking ones, classic wooden looking ones. So just in general, really nice looking street lamps, because now we have this roundish light sphere, which is just ridiculously good, I guess. We have also some spooky signs and stuff, but yeah. So one last thing, I'm not gonna hide away those two new attractions we have in the spooky update, and oh yeah, it should be in track rides, I guess. It should be a powered ride, I suppose. Let me go into custom, I guess. Powered rides, and then we have, there we go, we have the hoax over here. Let me just quickly put this one down. Yeah. I don't want to go on. Let me just quickly, okay. And the other one is the motion simulator platform. Guys, I thought it would have was a flat ride, and if that would have been a flat ride, I think I would have been dying because like that would have been originally the pirate journey motion simulator I wanted to have. So now we have this motion simulator, and I'm quickly going to build a few pieces to show you. Oh, I just locked the, oh, never mind. I don't know why I did, but last time it seemed that I just made the how's it called again, the terrain collision on. Why on earth did I do this? I have no idea. But what is really cool about this one is you can, and I don't know where it is, but somewhere, I guess it's about the, is it about the sequencer? I'm pretty sure it is about the sequencer. I'm not too sure about, but do I have to add this like this? No, I have not to do this like this. What the hell is going on? Okay, somehow you can control the movement of this one, but at the moment I have no idea how this is going. At least I can do the speed of it, but that's fine. So if we test it, how can we then, let me just go quickly back into track edit. Can I do something? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's pretty much simple in the utility settings. And then I can control for this piece the rotation and the rotation in that kind of sense. Oh, I think that's, let me just quickly see what's happening now. Okay, it's starting to move. Okay, wow, that was a really unsolid transition. I think Okay, but the transition then is pretty smooth. So if I just go into this piece over here, and then I can, please crash for a second, thank you. I can just go in and control it in a different direction. Oh, damn, that's just a lot of trial and error, I guess. But let's see what's happening. Okay, now the transition was a lot smoother, so now it's going to be in here. And it's, what the hell? Why was that happening? That must have been ridiculous. Okay, but I think it's pretty cool. So you can create a really nice ride and control actually where the car is heading. So I think that's really nice for going into really nice immersive dark rides. I think this is even better than this one. I mean, this is the classic, right? So this is just the classic trackless piece. You can use it, and it's pretty much like Symbolica in the Efteling. You can make it drive through some rooms and control the rotation of the one, and so you can also control where the people are actually looking at, but just on the one angle, right? This one is also, you know, you can also move it in nearly every direction, which is just amazing, I guess. That's a really nice addition, and I can't wait to see what people come up with. It's just ridiculous. That's really cool. But yeah, I think enough of talking, because that's just it about the update from my side. You have seen a few pieces, how you can use them, for example, like sails and making little wobbly roads with it, making custom fences, using this for a main street, I don't know, using all of these new light spheres, or making kind of little planters. Like there's, you can see, it's not just a spooky update, it just enhances the whole game, and I can't wait to get my fingers onto all these pieces in today's stream. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, I don't want to make this video too long, so let's, you know, sum it up over here. Thank you for watching. As always, let me know what you think of the update in the comments below, and as always, hopefully I'll see you in the next video again. Until then, bye bye guys.